there you go. Oh, is that what you're talking about? Oh no, I'm just saying like something. Metropolis and Cathedral St. Paul.
There's things over here, and you can hear the and it's this is all mold. They received 2/3 of mold.
Still nothing going on, but I thought I would show you two of the things I got for my parents as souvenirs, just because I think they're nice. The first was the museum in Valletta that we went to. This is some really nice kind of hammered silver, I think, earrings for Mum. They were, I'm not going to say actually because I don't know if she will find this video. And also, like, for both parents, I was supposed to get Dad something today, and I'm so sorry, because he loves, like, prehistory, and so, you know, Gardaland would have been a good place for that, and the temples, but we got this coffee mix. This is a Maltese coffee mix, and there is a Gozo coffee mix as well, but I thought this was good. It kind of smells like the one we have at home, so I thought that would probably do it. At the very least, I got this in the same place as the coffee, which was in Medina. I can give Dad this. Obvious travel tip number one, do not get drunk the night before you leave, and especially if you're leaving early in the morning.
Just tell me to do it.
It's fine. That side's still bubbling though. So as a reviewer, this is one of the series that I really, really love. And I'm looking at it and I don't think any of the books have been over 100 pages, which is also fantastic because I have a lot to review coming up. But also looking at, you'll see I have 2 notes up. And I guess this happens every now and then when the urgency hits me because I had a certain level of stress and I just stopped feeling it. But I would really like to get something short out this year, you know? Aside from like the Patreon stuff. So when I have too many tabs up with the notepad, I tend to put on one of these videos because in total, like 7 hours worth of viewing is like, I'm going to close all of my tabs before it runs out. And in this case, it means writing a plot. And I've written a plot. And so hopefully by the end of the month, I will have like an actual finished thing to show you. I have 2 videos for YouTube so far. I have 2 reviews for this month. I have a chapter and a video for Patreon, so we will see. I think I'm a little bit more ambitious than I should have been, but especially because this wasn't the only like note that I've had up, but we will we'll see. Okay, so we're gonna have to try it this way. No, not really. I love my new light, and it's really nice that the light bulb came with it. And I do quite like it, and I like the effect, even if it's not showing up on camera. But everything is now that kind of really lovely rusty colour. I can't see very well now, and I kind of thought maybe I'll put up with it. I am a workaholic, and to my own detriment. And I thought, well, with this light, I can't be up at filming during the night when I'm not supposed to. I feel like the cons are outweighing the pros now. It is really funny to me that I was fine in Malta, but now that I'm back in Scotland, it's suddenly too hot to sleep. This is, of course, barring the first night where the wee room temperature monitor thing went up to 28 degrees, but like... Well, no Perdido Street Station, but this sounds good. My good friend Annie here, I have had and have worked on since I was like 16, so very different body type to what I currently have. I'm not quite sure it's going to go up as high as we need it to, but we're all hope at this point. So, I included the cask of Amontillado in my I Need to See a Fantasy Joy post. That's not fantasy. I don't hate the post. I am frustrated. I wrote that in a few hours before it was set to go live, because the original subject was Japanesery, which for me was like talking about the way that anime and manga have influenced the fantasy genre, and from my perspective as someone who went to like Comic-Con, and yeah, one day I will touch on that, but it was not going to work out in time, and it's late as is, but guys, my brain is so tired. So this was a big week for revelations. The 5-ish blog posts per week, well, it used to be multiple 5s here, the 3 on Patreon, and some of those are reviews, you know. Those are whole ass books I need to read, and the Midstcore video that's coming out, that's been months in the making, so even though you haven't seen anything, you know, it's still all going on concurrently, and I think we really need to reconsider all of this. In later news, I have been very mean to Saga Volume 4, and to be fair, I think it was like early to mid in my years at the academy when I first read it, so a high science fantasy exploration of a couple having marriage troubles probably was not the audience. Yeah. But I do like it more than I did before. I don't know if I want to give it 4 stars though, because while certainly some of the appeal was how graphic and gory it could be, I don't know, that period of my life is also the period where I got turned off of being an edgelord because of books like Twisted Dark. And so for me personally, I think it does edge a little bit into tacky, but I don't know if that's a reasonable thing to say, or if it's just my own biases overshadowing reason. Why is this job centre quiz giving me a personality type?